Hey bosses, welcome to an episode of Boss Confidential. This is Jillian. I'm here with Meghan and Malynda.
Sup, girl?
Hey girls. So we had touched on this last year. I was going back and listening to old episodes, and I thought this would make a great standalone because I just love the idea of it, and I know that Malynda actively participates. The idea of a memory box and how really awesome it is to reflect on all of the victories that you've had for the year. So, Meghan, or Malynda, why don't you explain a little bit about what you and John do with the box?
We started this like 4 years ago, I think, and every year, and anytime something happens throughout the year, we write it on an index card or a piece of paper and fold it up, put it in our box, and we open it every New Year's Eve together, either in the morning, usually in the morning, so usually have a gig on New Year's Eve night, but we just read like all of the good things that have happened throughout the year, so it's a good reflection because it's easy to forget when positive things happen. So yeah, that's kind of been our tradition for the last 4 years.
I love that. I love that so much because Malynda, you're so right. It's so easy to remember all the bad things that happened throughout the year. I think even before this podcast started, I was sitting talking to you, Jill, and I was just like, I feel like I didn't progress at all this year and blah, blah, blah. But like, no, I created nostalgic. We've been continuing with this. There's been a ton of positive things, and it is important to remember those victories. And I think I said last year I was going to do a memory box, and I never did. So maybe I should do it this year.
Well, I kind of didn't do a physical memory box, although the idea of Malynda and John opening up a memory box sounds like adorable, and I feel like it should be filmed. I don't know, like maybe you guys should do that for YouTube.
So funny.
Like an unboxing, but like an unpositivity.
Oh my gosh.
Just like
that doesn't make sense.
Super freaking cute
Yeah.
in their living room with Cora.
Oh my God, I love it.
I do a list. So I'm big on using my cell phone. So I have sort of a list in my cell phone of like things that I've done this year that I've been really proud of.
Wait, I'm sorry. I also have a list of things in my phone of things I've done this year, but it's a different list. That's why I started laughing because I was like, I too have a list in my phone, but it's of names. Anyways, continue.
Oh God, Meghan. Mine is a list of accomplishments. But maybe yours are accomplishments
not all
too.
Of mine are accomplishments.
Who knows? So yeah, I'm excited to sort of look back on that, and then I delete some stuff off the list, and then I move it to another list, which is like goals and sort of things that we're looking ahead over the next couple of years. But I think that it is important to reflect, and especially if you're sort of feeling those holiday blues, which I know some people do feel around the holidays, especially if you don't have that special someone or you're not particularly close to your family. At least in this circumstance, you can look back on all of the wonderful things that you've done throughout the year and give yourself a hug and just be proud of what you've accomplished and what you've done.
Absolutely.
So if any of you guys out there use a memory box or have another way of keeping track of the victories, big and small, please let us know. And we'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at BossPleasePod. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on iTunes. Navigate the path to your best self with us because bossing together is always better.